Hey y'all. Just want to talk about what do you do when you know that the Lord has called you and things don't seem to fall the way you think they should be falling, or things are happening for people around you faster, sooner than it is happening for you. So what do you do? Do you throw in the towel? Do you give up? What do you do? No, what you do, you press in a little harder and trust that God's plan is for your good. God's timing is always on time. And if things are not falling in place for you, it could be that it's not the time or the place, or are you doing what you're supposed to? Are you pressing in? Are you having intimacy with Christ? Are you spending time with Christ? The question is to ask the Lord, Lord, what is it that I may be doing or I may have done that is hindering what you are doing in my life? Show it to me, Lord, and help me get through it. Because if he called you, and God don't make the mistakes, he'll get you through it. But we got to come to a humble and submissive, a surrendered obedience, and be humble. Give him something to work with, because a lot of time we get in our own way, and that could be our big hindrance. So press in. Don't give up. Don't give up. He'll show it to you. He'll reveal it to you. Just press in a little harder, and don't give up. And then what do you do when people around you are trying to tell you how you should flow and what you should be doing? And some of them give you good advice, but if the Holy Spirit ain't telling you to do it, don't do it. They're telling you how you should be flowing, and you don't want to be doing nothing that man tells you to do, and you don't want to be doing nothing out of the flesh just to please man. Your ultimate goal is to please the Lord. Please the Lord. That's what it is. That's what your goal is. And the most important thing God is want from us is intimacy, a relationship with us, and that's through our prayer. We talk to Him. If our prayer life is off, so is everything else is going to be off. So it's very important that we spend time with the Lord. It's very important that we take the time and spend the time with Him, because He created. That's what He created. Why you think He created us in His likeness? Because He wants to communicate. He wants intimacy with us. He wants to communicate with us. We're the only ones that He created in His image, in His likeness. So we have to make an effort, because our relationship with God impacts our effectiveness. It impacts everything else in our life. So we must have a good relationship, and don't worry about those that are not saved and they seem like their life is going all so well, because that stuff is temporal. What we're focusing on is eternal. What God gives us is eternal. That's what I'm striving for. So don't give up, and don't ever think that God has left you, because He said He'll never leave us and He'll never forsake us, and He's not a God that He should lie, that He can lie. If He said He'll never forsake us, He'll never leave us alone, He'll never leave us alone. So if something off, it might be us. Check yourself. Check yourself. But lean and count on Christ. Lean and count on Him. Don't give up. When things get tough, that's when you lean in a little bit harder. Sometimes you got to get prostrate. Get down, fall on your face. Joshua fell on his face. He ripped his clothes and he fell on his on his face. Nehemiah, he fell on his face, and that's sometimes that's what we got to do. He said, his word says, "Be anxious for nothing, but in everything in prayer and supplication." So that's what we got to do. And it tells us not to cease praying. So we should be praying all the time. We should be communing with him. And another thing, we got to be patient so we can hear. Make sure that we're listening for him, expecting him to say something to us, expecting him to show us something. So hold tight and hang in there. Hold tight and hang in there. Press in. Press in. And pray for divine revelation and confirmation. He'll show you what's going on. He'll show you what needs to be changed. If you surrender and submit, he'll do some things. If we relinquish our power and let him release his power, if we get out of our own way, God to do some stuff. And we got to trust his timing. And things, we got to remember that his thoughts and his plans are not like ours. It's greater. It's greater. So trust and believe in him. That's what the enemy wants. He wants to throw us off track. He don't want our things. He want our peace. He want our focus. He want us to focus on the temporal thing, not the eternal thing. Once he can do that there, he got you. So let's keep the main thing, and be intentional and focus about whatever we do. And commune with the Lord. Commune with him. Have a deep conversation with him. Spend time with him. Spend time with him. And that's going to be it for today. I just had to get on and share that. Bye, y'all.